What's up, Royals? I am Empress Lazuli, and you are your empire. Leo, welcome to your January 2020 divine session for the month. And thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to dive right in to see what advice, assistance, and encouragement there is for you for this month and kicking off this master building year that's kicking off the decade, a new decade for us as a collective. So let's see what energy there is and messages there are for you for this month, okay? So for the current self, you have the 9 of Wands energy here. So as a fire sign, I definitely feel like this is you coming to a level of mastery in your own fire energy, for one, when it comes to holding your position. Okay, there could have been some kind of opposition when it came to other people trying to tell you like what to do or how to take action or how to move about some certain thing, and you may have built up a wall against them. Or with the Hanged One, you may have taken an approach where you're like, okay, let me put everything on pause, let me just meditate and take a second for myself, and while I'm taking that second for myself, I'm going to like put a wall around myself. I'm going to create a barrier for myself. Yeah, with this 7 of Wands, definitely creating some kind of barrier while you're in this meditative state and while you're in this analytical state in January 2020 on how to take action moving forward. But it's also being very defensive in the movement that you have made, because there could be some people that are around you at the moment that may not agree with the forms of action that you have been taking here. Okay, so I definitely see you having to defend yourself and defend your decisions and the ways that you have taken action in this January 2020, Leo. Let's see, what's the theme of the month? The theme of the month is a Chariot. So even though you're having to defend yourself against these other people, your mindset is like, I have worked for this. I have come through a lot. I have balanced my energies, and I know that I want and I will be victorious in riding out and leaving those things that no longer serve me in the past, and taking action towards what I know I need to do this month for January 2020. 9 of Cups, knowing what you deserve, knowing that it's your time to sit pretty, knowing that it's your time for fulfillment, knowing that you have put in the work necessary to get to this point. 9 and 9. So you've worked and put in the action that you need to be in an analytical position. Like, some people may be looking at you like, how is she sitting like this? How is he sitting like that on his throne? And you're like, I've earned this. I've actually worked for this. Okay, some people they may not be able to believe, like, from how you look on the outside, that you actually put in the work. And you're like, no, I definitely just took off my leather jacket, but I just had it on so I wouldn't get any dirt on my clothes before I walked in, and now I'm looking like this. But I definitely was in the dirt. I definitely went through some type of process where I had to ride out and go to battle. Okay? So let's see here. What's the key goal for Leo? The key goal is your own energy here with the King of Wands. You really making a decision to go after a kingdom that is based on you taking the actions that you deem necessary for your kingdom, and you creating structure for yourself. The key goal for you is to keep moving forward, regardless of what other people have to say, regardless of this territory or boundary that you've had to set up against other people. You still are wanting to keep it moving. You still want to take action and make movement towards ideals and creative projects. Could be career as well. Okay, let's see, obstacles to overcome. The Ace of Cups. Why is the Ace of Cups here for obstacles to overcome for Leo? Why is the Ace of Cups here for obstacles to overcome for Leo? You have the Knight of Wands, you have the King of Swords, and you have the Knight of Cups. So in the past, you may have taken, or someone may have taken, an immature route in terms of movement towards you, or someone was probably trying to be like very rushed in making a decision. Okay, and with the King of Swords, there was clarity and evolution that has happened since that situation or circumstance. With the Knight of Cups, there is a new offer that is wanting to come into you. Okay, there is a new offer. Obstacles to overcome. With it being the Ace of Cups, though, things for you to overcome, I feel like it's like keep looking at this King of Swords. I feel as well, with it being the Knight of Wands, that's more of your energy. So there could be someone that you are involved in or involved with that's like an Aries, Leo, or a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and water energy that you had to move away from. Like, you see how it came out? Like this King of Swords is in between these two knights, and these two knights are facing away from each other. So I feel like you have to overcome this new beginning that maybe you thought was possible with someone, but in actual reality is not at this time, Leo. Because there's some kind of evolution or clarity that is keeping you from both seeing eye to eye. You're looking in completely different directions, and in the middle is the Sword of Truth with the King of Swords here. Okay, so what you have to overcome is like focusing your energy and making movement towards this emotional satisfaction, towards this new beginning in your emotions, like towards, let me see, the world. Got the world here. So I definitely feel like in this new year, you're wanting to bring in some kind of love or relationship. But in January, I don't see the advice being for you to focus on it. This first month, I feel like the general energy that I'm feeling as a collective, because of Capricorn really wanting all of us to get our stuff together and structure everything, is like be about you. Be about taking action for yourself first and foremost, okay? Don't be worried or caught up on, like love or having, like, starting something with someone new. Like, if you have a relationship that you're in right now, amazing, okay? But don't be trying to sit here and put all of your energy towards making movement in this one area. When it comes to another person, I feel like this month the energy is wanting you to be, focusing on yourself, focusing on analyzing what you need to do to be successful in order to ride out, okay? You have worked hard up until this point to balance your energies and come to a position where you will be victorious, okay? So let's see here, the major accomplishments, Six of Swords. Alright, so Leo, for the major accomplishments here, you need to just embrace this balance that you are coming into with your thoughts, with organizing, with going into, with planning, like more productive things for yourself, with thinking about more productive things, not just worrying or getting caught up on another person. Okay, taking time to really walk through your emotions. I feel as well with this obstacles to overcome being the Ace of Cups, is like, don't rush into any type of new offer. Like, if someone extends an offer to you, like, don't be trying to rush into it or just focus on that this month. Definitely take time to focus on yourself as well, because with the major accomplishments being the Six of Swords clarified by the Lovers, by you taking time to move away and balance yourself, that's what's actually going to bring in the best balance in terms of love for you. Okay, so don't be trying to chase after these emotions. Yeah, don't be trying to chase after emotions. Literally, get your mind right. Focus on what you know you need to focus on this month for January. Okay, get your communication clear with yourself and with other people. That's what's gonna make you feel the most love. Not accepting these childish offers that you were supposed to have walked away from, that are only gonna lead back to you feeling despair and lack. Okay, so if any type of offers try and come back to you, try and rush in to bring some type of offer to you, don't overcome that. Don't allow that to take up most of your energy, because by moving away from that, by taking a chance on organizing and balancing your own thoughts and making the decision that's best for you, you literally sail into love anyway. Alright, so what to avoid here? Temperance. I feel like this is avoid not being patient with yourself. Okay? Avoid making rushed decisions. Be patient. Okay? If a new love offer comes into you, someone tries to rush in to give you some kind of new offer when it comes to love, think about it. Think about what's best for you at this time. Think about what you need at this time to feel best balance. Let's clarify this Temperance card. Two of Cups, Seven of Swords, Six of Wands. What to avoid is, any type of union or relationship that you have changed away from and experienced victory in moving away from. If there's a situation that's trying to come back during this month in January, that you have changed mentally from, like someone from your past is coming like, oh, I miss you, da 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 da, and they, like, the last time you spoke was in 2018, and you have changed since then in your outlook emotionally. Be patient with not rushing and making a decision to let them back into your life. Balance your mind and know that you made a change away from that person for a reason. That's what's going to cause you to be victorious and continue to move into the future with people that mean your highest good. It could be this person, but just don't rush it regardless, I feel is the message. Even if someone comes from your past that is good for you, don't rush it either way, Leo. During this season, don't rush to make any love decisions. Make sure you're feeling balanced within yourself before you make any decisions. Patience is going to be key when it comes to issues of the heart. Okay, so what to embrace here? What to embrace here for Leo? Four of Wands. So whatever this relationship or emotional energy is that's wanting to find you this January 2020, you're going to be able to embrace that energy to the fullest by bringing your true self to the table. Like 100% equals 50% plus 50%. If you rush into a situation, Leo, you could only bring 30% to the table instead of the 50 that you know you're good for if you take that little bit of time to be patient with yourself, okay? So in this in this month of January 2020, you can definitely embrace, you know, unions with other people, and definitely embrace coming together with, you know, someone that may offer you marriage or whatever. But it's about not rushing. It's about being able to know that you bring, like, what you bring to the table, knowing that you bring 50%. Embrace the fact that you bring half. Knight of Cups, Judgment, Ten of Swords. Yeah, it's like just because someone may want to come back from your past to offer you something, like, don't be afraid to make a judgment on that. Embrace the fact that you may decide to get back with them, or that you may decide to move on with another person that you may already be with. As painful as that might be, if this person comes back trying to rehash old memories and old feelings, okay? Embrace this person coming back, because because you made a judgment on it already, and they may be experiencing pain, or them coming back may actually cause you to fully end the cycle, Leo. Where to find support? You have the Nine of Swords. So I feel with this card you can definitely find support. Have the Five of Wands to clarify the Nine of Swords. Okay, so with the Nine of Swords being clarified by the Five of Wands here for where to find support, the Nine of Swords usually is talking about anxiety, sleepless nights, thinking of things over and over in your mind, thinking about how things went. And the Five of Wands is all about some kind of struggle or arguments that you may have gone through or that you may go through. Okay, so I feel for this to come out in the where to find support position here in your spread, it's like find support in knowing where you have come from in terms of your mindset, and being willing to continue to make active action against, like, to struggle and fight for the ability to move away from that. Fight for the ability to engage in a deeper sense of knowledge here with the High Priestess. Fight for your ability to learn. Fight for your knowledge. Because there's kind of like an initiation that we all have to go through whenever we're trying to learn more information about anything. There's always this rough patch of, you know, discovery where it's hard in the beginning. Like when you're trying to work out and it's a new workout routine, you have to mentally push. You have to mentally go through that anxiety of like, man, I'm super tired, but I'm still going to do these reps. Man, I don't feel like going to the gym today, but I'm still going to go. Man, I don't want to wake up an hour before work so that I can get my workout in, but I'm still going to do it. Go find support in going after that feeling of struggling and breakthrough, because I feel that's where you're going to unveil the secrets about yourself and those situations that you're looking to have a breakthrough in. So let's see, what is the advice and encouragement? We have the Knight of Swords here. So as I was just saying, like, being comfortable with coming to terms with that past way of thinking with the Nine of Swords. Find support in that, in having to actually fight and make movement away from old ways of thinking. Okay, find support in you moving away, like you remembering those days when you had, you know, when you were mentally messed up. Find support in knowing that you are moving away from those days. You don't have to struggle anymore. You don't have to fight anymore. Advice and encouragement with the Knight of Swords. Just literally moving, making actual movement in a new direction. I feel as well, not too hastily. Not too hastily. Do it in a way where you are making valiant strides forward that are mature in thought here. Have strength, the Page of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. Yeah, believe in yourself. Believe in this new mental process that you're adopting. Believe in the ideas that come from this mental process. And know that you deserve, for such a time as this, to have this evolution in the way that you feel about yourself and the way that other people see you as well, Leo. So what's the message from the Mercury Oracle for Leo for January 2020? Message for Leo for January 2020. Message for Leo for January 2020. Message for Leo. The ever-unfolding rose, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Okay, so with this card being here for where to find support, remember I told you, knowing that you're moving away from that. Know that throughout this struggle of you having to push through and work out every morning and push through into this new paradigm, this new beginning for yourself, like, know that through this process of push and pull and tugging and being committed to a new way of thinking and it not being easy, but you still going through the struggle and fighting and taking action on it anyway, remind yourself through this January, Leo, that it's happening for you, not to you. Everything is unfolding and unraveling, and emotions are coming to the surface, and mental things are being transmuted and walked through and thought about in an attempt for things to happen for you instead of to you. So focus on that energy of optimism and positivity, and you will definitely end this January 2020 on a higher note than when you started. Okay? So thank you so much for tuning in, Leo. I hope you have a wonderful, happy new year. Definitely be sure to check your rising and moon signs for January 2020. Also, check out Empress Lazuli for all your products and amazing services. And I'll put a link below so that you can click to schedule your personal divine session with me for this new year. So I hope to see you soon. Thanks so much for tuning in, and see you soon. Bye.